Okay, here's a video to actually share with you how to draft out that part and then extrude 1 mm high. Okay, the first thing first you want to do is to insert picture frame and drop the image here. Rather than going to and fro to check the drawing, you can always insert the image as a reference. Okay, how do you actually do it? It's similar to the Android and Adidas logo. Go to here and then insert picture frame. Okay, the next thing first, after you studied the drawing, everything is in mm, 1 mm, 0.5 mm, 0.75, 0.5. What you can do is to go to File, Properties. Under Grid, you can always drop your minor grid lines. Rather than it's at 1 mm, you want to drop it at 0.1 mm so that your artwork in Rhino doesn't look too small. It's appropriate to the gridding. Okay, next we can do is to organize our Rhino. Delete what we do not want. We can always drop this change object layer, call this image reference, and then rather than call it default, we call it line work. Okay, so now we can start to draft. The first thing first, if you notice the why not we start off with the circle. Okay, let's just find a center anywhere. Okay, you want to make sure that it's in radius, not diameter. So the radius is 0.75, enter. Okay, the next one is a 0.5 radius here. So what we can do, snap to center, 0.5, and then it's actually 2 mm away. Next we can always do move 2 mm away. Let's shift this over. Okay, another one more will be here, the 0.5 at 2.5 mm away also. So copy, paste, and then move it 2.5 mm away. So once that's done, you can always draw a line on the quad or the ends. Okay, let me just off this. Let me just off mine here. Okay. Okay, once you have that, you can always start to trim. Select both, trim the inner circles or inner line work. Okay. So now you already have this circle, this line work. Okay, let's move on to here. Okay, so it's a 2.5 mm away with a 1.25 radius here, this circle. So what we can do is that, okay, let's draw a circle here. Snap to the center, 1.25 radius, and then we move it 2.5 mm away. Right? So now we have this and this and this. Next one we can always do is to offset or draw this outer circle. So let's go draw this first. Get your circle, snap to center. Okay, the radius here is 1.25. Okay, so once that's done, we do not know the length here, so we can always just draw a line across first. We know that this is 1 mm radius, but we are not so sure where, so we can always start to draft out the other elements first. Yeah, so let's draw this portion first. If it's a 0.5 here and a 0.5 radius here, then there will be 1 mm away. Okay, press shift, lock it. If it's a 1 mm here and a 0.5 radius here, it will be 1.5 mm away here. So now that we have this, we can actually plot out this 1 mm radius here. So what I did was I draw a circle again with a radius of 1, and I move my quad here, snap it to the edge here. So this will be a 0.5, 0.51, 0.5 radius here, 1 mm, and here will be 1 mm in radius, the length and offset. So what I can do now is to start to, let's fillet first, yeah? You can always fillet these two lines. Select 0.5, first curve, second curve. Yeah. Next we can trim. Trim away what we do not want. Okay, again. Next we can select all these lines, join them up, mirror over. Once we have that, we can trim. You can select every single thing, delete what you do not want, and there you have it. Yeah. Join every single thing up, and then go to your drafting tool. Inside drafting tools, we need to check the dimensions. Let's go to linear dimensions first. Okay, this is 1, correct, right? If it's too big, how do you adjust? You can always go to dimension style, mm small. So we need to add it. Okay, rather than a 2.5 mm height for the text, we drop it to 0.3. Preview. Looks fine, right? But right now the arrow are way too big. So let's drop the arrow. So the arrow, let's try when a 1 mm. A 1 unit is too big too. Let's drop to 0.3. Yep, a 0.3 looks just right. So you can click OK. How do you actually shift the lines away? You can always press F10. You can drag the one elsewhere, right? Okay. The gap here, how can we reduce it? We can always go to dimension style again, edit. Okay, text gap will be here. Rather than 0.8, let's try a 0.2. Oops. 0.8, extension 9. Let's go change here. That will shorten it. Okay, offset, we could change to 0.3 again. Okay, this was the one that determine the gap here. So let's say for example 0.3 is too big. Maybe we just change to 0.1. Yeah, that looks just about right. Yeah, let's just press OK. The next one we want to check is the radius. Let's just drop a radius here. Okay, right now the center mark is too big. We can always go to dimension styles, edit, center mark style, center mark size. Yes, this one. Let's try 0.3 also. Preview. If it's too big, drop it again. Let's drop it to 0.1 instead. Too small. Let's just drop to 0.2. Yep, looks about just right. You can press F10. Hold on, let me just edit some other stuff. 0.5. 0.5. Let me just drop it here so it's easier to see. Okay, F10 again. Yeah, looks about just right. Let's try this portion. Okay, it's a 0.5. Let's try this. Oops. Let's just try to check the radius. This is 1.5. This is 0.1. Correct. Oops. This one we can delete. Okay. Let's try this one. It's 0.5. 0.75. Yes. 2.5. Let's just check. Yep, it's correct. Snap to center. 2.5. Correct. Center to center. 2. Correct. So the last thing that we need to do for this is to go to solid, extrude planar curve, straight. Let's just try extrude 1. Check. So right now, if it's all in line work, you can't really tell. You can go to perspective, change to shader mode, yeah, and double check. Okay. Again, like what I shared, let's hide this first. Yeah, we can always do a select open curve. There's no open curve. Select close curve. Yeah, this is all closed. So we bring it back. This object. We can select this object. We go to analyze. We go to H2, show edges. Go to naked edges. Zoom. Alright, there's no naked edges, meaning it's all watertight. There's no open surface. Yep, so this artwork is fine for submission. Okay, try the exercise. If you are not so sure, you can always refer to the video, pause anytime that you like. Yeah, if any doubts, you can always find me. Okay, thank you.